Here we go. Hey, everybody. Happy August 1st. This is our first back to school time for our team calls, so 9 p.m. So from now on, our team calls will be at 9 p.m. Eastern time, and they will always be recorded because we know how life is busy, and I know that you guys want to get the info, so we'll make sure we record it. This is the entire Fit Fighter Nation downline call. You may have a leader that leads another call, but this is for everybody in the downline, and information will be for every level of coach. And I want you guys to invite all of your coaches and make sure you make it a priority to be on these calls, because I kind of feel like these calls are live events. This is a chance to get the pulse and the vibe of this tribe and this culture, and for your coaches, and just to get a feel for what we do and get some great information and training. I will not always be like the primary leader of this training, but I felt really passionate about what we're talking about tonight. And I thought I could give you some good info to really kick this month off right, especially with Team Cup. So a couple of other announcements. If you go to our Fit Fighter Nation page, first of all, if you're not on that page, ask your coach to add you, please. Okay, but pinned to the top is a calendar that I made for the month of August. And I mean, it's pretty typical, but you'll notice our call dates. So we have it the first and third Tuesdays of every single month. If you're a lifetime diamond or star diamond, you notice that we have a leadership call next Wednesday, I believe. You'll see our dates for our sneak peeks that we're doing. You'll see that we're going to do a push to emerald training the end of the month. And you will also see I'm giving you some ideas for what to be talking about each week. Promote your free group this week, promote your challenge group this week, promote the sneak peek, etc. So, you know, if you're kind of like, I'm supposed to be inviting, but like my group's not until the end of the month. My challenge group doesn't start till the end of the month. So what am I inviting people to for the next 3 weeks? Lead a free group, you know, and if you need some ideas, talk to your upline coach, talk to your Team Cup team, you know, do it together, grab another coach and say, let's lead a free group. And if you need tips, there's so much training on free groups on the Beachbody Champions page, probably on YouTube, honestly, and then from us if you need anything. Ask your leaders, ask your upline diamond or star diamond coach. We will help you with that kind of stuff. But I wanted to draw your attention to that so you are in the know. We are all very busy people, so I think it's imperative that we make sure that we schedule our Beachbody work ahead of time, that we know when we need to ask for a little bit of extra support with the kids so we can make these kinds of calls and events a priority. We don't have many calls. You know, we do that on purpose. And especially this month with Team Cup, you're all in with your team and you guys are very active and engaged together. You have a priority with your team. So that's where your focus needs to be flowing this month. And tonight I really want to help with that. So I'm not going to really get into a lot more recognition announcements. A lot of that's going to come in the next couple of days on the team page, especially with the final month SC reports being run and different things like that for the month of July. So you're going to see all that recognition flowing on the team page in the next day or two. But I really wanted to just jump in tonight because I know that everybody has a lot going on and I just can't hold it in my heart any longer. But tonight's how to follow your heart during the Team Cup. And I was actually talking to David about, he's an ideation guy. That's one of his strengths. He's really good at coming up with awesome ideas. And I was like, wow, everybody's really struggling with tracking their business. I don't know if you noticed that I posted that on the team page. I was like, on a scale of 1 to 10, how are you with tracking your business? Very few of you felt great about it, right? And I'm the same way. And because I kind of felt like if I have a weakness in the business, it's tracking. And so probably a lot of other people do as well, because I don't really teach that very well or talk about it very often, because I feel like I'm floundering as well. And so I was kind of thinking about that would be a good topic for tonight. However, I don't know if we have many experts in the house or people who are like, I got this down. I'll show you how the best way to do it. So tonight I will talk about it for a little bit and give you some ideas and give you a charge that is absolutely 100% what you should be doing. But that is not where my heart is. David said, you know, Erin, I think we need to talk about heart. And I was like, absolutely. So I don't know if there's any Heart Strong members on here right now, but I'm sure you're going to love this call. I was like, I swear I didn't talk to Courtney ahead of time. Because I was getting worried, and this can happen, okay? I've gotten to this place that every day, that everything I do, every post, every live call, everything I read, I don't know, everything is like full of my heart and passion and soul. Okay. But what I've noticed, and this is a lot on my, and this is from just making observations, because you guys are popping up in my newsfeed all the time. Now, I'm not always clicking and liking and loving and commenting on everything, because I would never get anything done. But I'm seeing a lot of what you're posting. Okay. And a lot of what you're posting is just meh, right? What's the meh emoji from the Emoji Movie? I don't know, my kids went to see that, right? Okay, it doesn't have heart. Okay, so I wanted to jump into that tonight, because we get caught up, especially in the month of August, especially Team Cup, on our goals, which is great. We're being led and we're given a direction based on our goals. And a lot of you have some freaking awesome goals because of that diamond incentive, and because you're just fired up after Summit, because you see the possibilities, because you know all these amazing programs are launching and we have Shift Shop. You are fired up, so you feel confident, and I want you to continue feeling that way. But if we lead with the numbers, SC10, 5 new coaches, 5 new challengers, I'm going to invite 10 people every day, I'm going to add 5 people to my network, I'm going to make sure I follow up with 5 people. If we only lead with a number, we will be led down the wrong path. Okay, we will hit a wall come a week or 2 from now, because we're not going to get any responses from anybody. People aren't going to like, love, share, or post. We're going to do live videos, and you're going to be like, who is anybody listening? Because all you're focused on are the numbers of people who will say yes to you. Okay, and you're like, what's wrong with that? Well, I want you to focus on adding your heart behind those numbers every day, every message, every post, every interaction, every live video, every comment. I want it to be filled with your heart. Okay, because I think that if we are just so concerned, I got to get 10 invats out today because that's what I said I was going to do, right? Because I almost got it caught up in that just a second ago. I was like, I told my group I would do this and I haven't done it yet. So let me just fire some out. Whoa, stop. Don't you dare. Don't, Erin. Stop. Slow your roll a minute, because wait, you got to do it genuinely and with heart. Okay? So tonight I want to talk about knowing your heart, sharing your heart, and following your heart. Okay? So 3 parts: know, share, and follow. And so first of all, I feel like a lot of our heart is our passion behind what we're doing. And our passion is just working hard for something that we love. Working hard for something that we love is our passion. It's something we believe in. And our heart is the pulse behind that passion. And every day, our heart has to shine through above everything else. If not, we get salesy, okay? And we lose people. And people roll their eyes at us and they think what is this? Some just sales thing, she just needs 5 people, what is this? No, they got to see our heart every single day. So first of all, I want to ask you some questions, okay? And I want you to write them down, and I want you to consider taking these to your Team Cup team tomorrow and talking about this, okay? I don't want you to just leave it on your paper, but I want someone to take charge, perhaps a Team Cup leader, and I want you to take this to your Team Cup tomorrow. If you don't have a Team Cup, then share it with me. Share it with your upline, okay? But I want you to know your heart, okay? I'm saying you are going to reach your goals this month if you do this. You're gonna sign up your 5 coaches. You're going to find your 5 challengers. You're going to hit SC20. You're going to rank advance if you know your heart, okay? And what do I mean by that? You need to know why this matters. Why does this matter? Okay? Why does pushing play every day matter in your heart? Why does witnessing your best friend get in amazing shape and pay it forward to thousands of other people fill your heart to the brim? Why does that matter to you? What's in your heart when you work out? Why are you doing that every day? Is it really, really just to lose some inches and pounds, or is there more behind that? Was there some significant struggle that you've overcome, and actually doing a Shift Shop workout is a freaking awesome victory because you started with country heat and were barely able to get through that workout, right? I mean, you see what I'm saying? So what is it behind your heart that forces you, allows you to make that healthy choice in the kitchen and with your family? When you're making a healthy meal for your family, What is it that's in your heart that helped you choose to do that? Where's your passion and the pulse behind making that healthy choice for you and your family, for drinking tea instead of wine during a team call, which I've been known to do many times? What is it in your heart that you love about being a coach and you love about being a part of this tribe? That you love showing up in your challenge group every single day? What is it in your heart? When you're reading personal development, how does that connect to your heart and to your pulse and to your passion? If someone joins your free group, what does that mean to you in your heart? If someone says yes to you to joining your tribe, holy moly, what does that mean to you in your heart? Because it's more than just a number. I know it is. It's more than just, check, got one of my 5 coaches, moving on to the next one. No, because we know that woman or we know that man, and we know that something life-changing could happen to them if they allow it to happen. And that means something to you in your heart. I know it does, or you wouldn't be on this call right now. You wouldn't have said yes. You wouldn't be eager to learn more right now. So I want you to know what's in your heart, okay? Which allows you to share your heart. So share. I want you to add your heart to every post on social media and to every message that you send to people. Because, wow, I pushed snooze 5 times this morning because I couldn't get my butt out of bed, but I finally got my workout in. Has no heart. But what did that mean to you, right? Where's the heart behind that? Why did you eventually get your butt out of bed to push play? Because it wasn't just to log it in the tracker. There's something more behind pressing snooze 10 times but still getting out of bed and getting that workout in. We need to add the heart factor to all of our posts and to all of our messages. Why does that matter? Getting our butt out of bed after pushing snooze for 10 times. Think about that a little bit. It has to have heart. Your messages, your text messages, your personal messages, your comments on people's social media pages, they have to have heart. It can't just be, and I'm so guilty of this too. Like, hey girl, got a new group starting, wondering if you wanted more information. No wonder people don't respond to that. Where's the heart behind it? Think about all the reasons people say no to us. Like they don't think they can do it, right? The reason people aren't responding is because there's no heart connection, there's no pulse, there's no passion behind your message. So what if you turn that around a little bit and you said, girl, I know you said that you don't have enough time, or I know you said you already tried Shakeology and you don't like it, but is that really the reason why you're hesitant to join me? I know it's scary to say yes. I know it's scary to say yes to something unknown with that fear of failure. But I'm here to tell you I've got your back. And let me tell you a story about my friend Alicia. Let me tell you a story about my friend Erica. Let me tell you a story about my cousin Megan. Let me tell you about Laura. Let me tell you about this person, that person. This is what I do. This is why I think this will be amazing for you. I didn't like Shakeology either. Who cares if somebody says no? Address it, right? With passion and with purpose and with heart. Because I know you believe that if someone says yes to you, that you will be able to change their life. I know you believe that if someone joins our team, they're going to be like, where was this tribe my entire life? People like this exist, right? I know that if someone says yes to joining your free group, they're going to leave 1 or 2 weeks later and they're going to be a better person. And they're actually probably going to join you down the road in something bigger. That. But you got to put heart behind everything. Because if not, people can't connect. They don't see the real you. They don't know that it's legit. So I want you to think about that. Do you know your heart a little bit better? Can you know your heart? Will you allow yourself to know your heart a little bit better? And can you share it? Can you share that more in your posts on social media? Can you share it more in your messages? Can you stop and slow down and stop worrying about, I got to send 10 invites tonight, and instead say, hold on, why am I doing this? Why do I think that she should say yes? What is it about this girl that I'm connecting with? What is it about her story that makes sense to me? oh, let me go back and look on her page. Let me add some heart into this. Let me think about how I felt when I got my first message from my coach that I ignored. Why did I ignore it? You know, like stop and slow down and turn your 10 copy paste messages into 5 legit heartfelt messages. Okay, I want you to do that because I think that you can take your list of 300 and it's going to last you the entire year, because you're going to get through 100 and you're going to have so many amazing conversations and connections with people that you're going to be talking to those people all month long. If you add some freaking heart, you can add some heart even when you're commenting on people's posts, more so than just, hey, love that sweater, where'd you get it? What if you look deeper into that photo and see something more within the story that's being shared, and ask a more heartfelt question, or send that person a personal message instead and say, I saw that post on social media. And it's just like what happened to Avery, broke her arm, right? A lot of people commented, a lot of people, like it was so wonderful. The outpouring of love and support from you guys in our community. But some people sent me a personal message. Some people sent me a text message and just said, hey, mama, I know today's rough, but I'm thinking of you. We've been there before. If you need anything, let me know. That was huge, okay? The people who actually, and I'm not saying you did the wrong thing, but I'm just saying that struck a chord with me a little bit differently. So what if instead you see someone struggling, or you see something to celebrate, or you see a wonderful moment, you actually, like or love it, but then connect with that person personally on a heartfelt note behind the scenes, through a text or through a personal message. I think if you share your heart in that way, it's going to be amazing. It's going to make what you do even more joyful. It's going to take the weight and pressure off your shoulders because you're just leading with your genuine heart. And I think it's going to make a difference in somebody else's life. I always said that, I started my business foundation, and my mantra was always give to others without expecting anything in return. Give to others without expecting anything in return. And that's my heart. And I do that a lot. And there are so many days, right, end of the month or whatever, where you're like, okay, come on, I just got to get this number. I got to get this number. And you got to be like, no, stop. Every time I get into that mindset, nothing good happens. I piss somebody off. I tick somebody off. I rub them the wrong way. And I'm like, stop, Erin. And I literally just have to stop what I'm doing and recenter myself into my heart again, and remember why I'm doing what I'm doing and why it matters so much. And listen, slow down and listen and lead with my heart. And then the last thing is to follow your heart. Okay, to follow your heart. And this means different things, but I'm going to take it into a spin. We know what it means to follow our heart, right? Kind of, follow what we believe in, follow where we're led, follow our faith, different things like that. But I want you to think about how can you follow your heart with your followers, with your friends, with your invites, with your coaches, with your customers. How can you continue to follow your heart? How can you continue to let other people know they still have a place in your heart, right? They've started or created a relationship with you. So how can you follow your heart and let them know they're still a part of your heart? Because this is a month where you're going to get bogged down, okay? Because you're like, I have goals. I'm starting these great conversations. You wake up and you've got like 5 people that have responded to you. You want to be good and you want to listen and you want to ask the right questions and you want to make sure you're fitting them with the right solution. And then you're like, wait, I have challengers. Wait, I have coaches. Wait, I have people that I invited 2 weeks ago that I've never followed up with, right? And so we want to make sure that everyone, those 300 people, 100 people, however long your list is of people that you're wanting to impact this month and make a difference in their lives, that after that initial message, they know they have a place in your heart because you follow up with them, okay? Following up shows people they have a place in your heart, that it wasn't like a one-hit wonder, in terms of an invitation, that it wasn't something that you sent to them and you were like, it was a copy paste, mad dash to the finish line. You needed to check a number off your list. You just sent them something randomly and you never followed up with them. Okay, they need to know that they have a place in your heart, that you're leading with your heart, that you're following your heart. And so that's when our tracking and our follow-up systems come into play. And so when I talk about tracking, I track my conversations with coaches, with challengers, with invites, with the people that I'm adding to my network, the people that I'm commenting and connecting with. That seems like a lot. And but I think that sometimes that if we don't do this, oh my gosh, can I just tell you, if somebody would have had this conversation with me 5 years ago, I think this would be a changed girl right here, okay? Like nobody had this convo with me, you guys, okay? So no matter how far you are into your business or how early you're starting, like just start, right? It's like that book by, what's his name? What's his name? John Acuff. What is it? Just start, something like that. It was a really good book, I promise. But I want you to think about, like, you've got to start a system, and this is the perfect month to create a system of tracking for yourself. I honestly recommend that it's electronic. I write everything down. Okay. But I also think you need to have a system that you go back to that's electronic, because you can access it from your phone or you can access it from a different location, and it never goes away. You can sort based on dates, different things like that. And so I'm going to share lots of different methods, but I'm not going to teach you how to use any of them because that's a whole nother team call. But as of tonight, you got to make a choice. How am I going to track my business in August? How am I going to do this right now? And if you've been sucking at it like me and like trying different things forever, you got to just commit with one for this month, and you got to just go all in with it. Okay, because you are a CEO, and even though we're talking about heart and passion and soul and all this kind of stuff, there's still a business side here that we have to manage. Okay, and that's what we all have to be like. We have to just realize that. And so the paper versions that you have at your fingertips, which are amazing to help you day by day. And that's what I like to do. I like to take my paper version, I like to write everything out, and then transfer it into an electronic version. That's my jam. Okay, some people, that's not their jam. It's all electronic. Okay, whatever it is, commit to it for the month of August. I want Team Cup leaders. I want you to go into your Team Cup pages and ask everybody how they're going to be tracking their business this month. If not, it's going to become shit show. Sorry, kids, okay, for the rest of the year. Trust me. And you will not be able to show people they have a place in your heart, okay? All right, so paper versions, if you need to just have something in front of you to scratch out on, that's how my brain works. I have my notebook version that I've showed you guys before. I don't have this, this is on the team page, but it's the notebook version, where I'm keeping track of my meditation, affirmation, personal development, my goals, coaches I'm going to impact, challengers I'm going to impact, the follow-ups I'm going to make, the invites, and my to-do list. Okay, so missing on this might be your ads. I'm going through it quickly just because I've shared it before, and I can take a photo of this and upload it to the team page if you need me to. Like, this is what rocked my world all summer long, because I was like, just like there was no balance or structure to my life with the kids home, and this kept me on track this summer because I didn't have a set power hour that I was really able to really concentrate. And this allowed me to go back to working in power pockets like I did when I was working full-time, because that's what I felt like this summer, that I was like boing, boing, like all over the place. And this kept me like, okay, what have I not done yet today? Okay, haven't invited today. Okay, got to do that. Okay, I'm back 20 minutes later. Okay, what have I not done today? And it kept me focused. Or if we were out and about running errands and David was driving, I could do some of this in the car. So it allowed me to work in power pockets, which was how I created, my business. The other one I shared with you guys on our team page right before our team call started. I also shared this with the diamonds on the diamond strand, and also with my Team Cup team. And this is the power hour tracker that I just think is beautiful. Like, this is everything you should do in a day. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. So this is the power hour tracker. And then you also have the business activity tracker. So if you need something to write down, there you have it. Okay. If you need something in front of you to check a list off, that kind of thing. And then the other electronic versions would be to use Streak, which I don't use. And I know Amanda Ruppel's done some research into it. I know Jennifer Murphy's done that. Google Streak is phenomenal. It's nothing I've jumped into. Because I was like, I have to pick one and commit. I can't just like spend all my time trying to learn everything. Google Streak connects to your Gmail. It allows you to like categorize prospects and clients, and it's really, really cool. There's some awesome training on it on YouTube. Brooke Lipoff, Lipoff, like shares how to do it for Beachbody coaches. Streak for Beachbody coaches. She teaches you everything. She has a whole folder and playlist of like training how-tos and walks you through everything. It's really cool. But it's not what I'm using. It's free. That's another reason it's awesome. It's a completely free electronic service, and a lot of us use Gmail, so it's pretty awesome. A lot of coaches on our team use Excel documents. I like Excel. I love, and I track all my Instagram conversations in Google Sheets, SHEETS, Sheets. It's like the Excel version for Google because it travels with me on my Google Drive. And so I'm tracking that. And I'm doing it according to what Jen Richardson shared on one of her trainings. Everything I learn from other people, okay? Like I'm not inventing any kind of wheels here. But I will share with you Team Z, okay? So I'm just going to share with you what it looks like. And I'm not a Team Z rep by any means, nor do I know everything about it. Okay, so this is Team Z. Okay, so basically, I went into Team Z and created my daily goals. I haven't used it since May. This is why I'm floundering. I rocked this during March and April. And it was really easy. It made inviting so easy. Like, why would you ever stop? I don't know why. I think whatever. Let's let excuses push them to the side. I'm jumping in first thing tomorrow. But I love it. I loved it because what I did, well, what you can do is you can upload every contact you have from Facebook. You can upload every customer you have from the Coach Online office and dump it into Team Z. However, I would never do that because if you have more than a couple hundred friends on Facebook or you have more than a couple hundred customers, it's going to be way too much to manage to start off with. But what I did was I entered, because you have to upload people, like your contacts, the people you're talking to. So it can be a little like, I don't know, secretarial feeling to me, which I don't like that kind of work, but it is pretty productive. I add my contacts as I have the conversations with them. So the only people in Team Z are my newest people that I'm talking to. So my list of 300 would go into here as I'm connecting and talking to them. Okay, not all at once. And but what it does is it tells me who to follow up with, which I absolutely love. Because these are people that I invited March and April, and I haven't talked to, and I have, but I haven't logged my conversations with them. But it's really cool because, you know, I can click on somebody and it tells me my messages that I've had with them, and, you know, any details or notes that I need to, and I, you know, added notes about Candace. You know, she's a busy teacher with busy children. She loves Jack and Diet Coke. She's overwhelmed, blah, 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 blah. She lives in the central time zone, you know, like that kind of thing. My activity, you know, the last time that I talked to her was in May, you know, and so that's good to know. So when I follow up with her, I can look back and remind myself some of the things we talked about, some of her goals, you know, the same thing with Holly, you know, so it's just kind of nice that, you know, I have these conversations in here. I had to enter all of this. It doesn't talk to Facebook or anything like that. So as soon as right before I send the message, I copy it and paste it and put it in here and log it. But I like it because it keeps me on track. It tells me to connect with 9 prospects, which would be the people on my list of 300, 900, that would be fun, that I haven't connected with my customers. You know, I want to connect with 6 customers, that I need to connect with 4 coaches, that I need to send 5 invites and add 5 people. Those were numbers I pre-selected. I can make those numbers anything I wanted to. But Team Z helps you create your goals. And it's pretty nice. There's also like sample scripts in here, which I don't necessarily like recommend using, but it's kind of nice if you get stuck, I guess, you know, that feature is there. But there's just some awesome features. There's Team Z University, where they have all kinds of training and different things. Look at all these different network marketing people, FAQs for Beachbody. And, and the Team Z reps will do calls for your team as well, to train your team and different things like that. So that is something we could absolutely reach out to the Team Z reps and they would do that for us too. It is the first 30 days of Team Z are free. And then after that, it's $29.95 a month. And so that seems like a lot, especially if you're not making any money right now. But in the grand scheme of things, I've always been taught that you should, if you invest in your business, it will pay you back, especially in a management tool of something that is so important, like following up and making sure that you have room in your heart for people and you don't forget about people. Because I think that's extremely important. So I wanted to share that with you because I know it's something that's like on your mind, but I'm going to stop the screen share here. So bottom line is that, your charge is a few things. Okay. So this is like, I'm almost done here, you guys. And then if we want to ask questions, we can. Okay. But we're almost done. So moving forward, Team Cup leaders, you have a big job at hand, okay, because you got to take this back to your Team Cup teams and start this conversation about leading with your heart, about knowing your heart, sharing it, and following it, okay? And so we need to know, where is our heart in our post and in our message? And even in that list that you've created of 300, where's your heart behind that? Is it just to get to 300? Because that was the goal, and connecting your goals to your heart. What does that mean when you reach that goal? Like I have this audaciously huge, scary goal that this team is going to be a 15-star, a superstar, 4-time elite team, that we are going to be represented on that stage at Summit in Indianapolis. And you better believe that when I think about those 15 stars, I am not thinking about me. I'm thinking about all of you guys who are my PS coaches who advanced to Diamond, who that means that you're moving your business forward, that I helped you, that we work together, that you have coaches on your team paying it forward, that you have challengers that you're impacting, that you have people that you're making an impact with. That's what that means for me. 4-time elite means our coaches on our team are more successful this year than they were last year. That we have people constantly paying it forward, that we have people and coaches on their journeys, that we are doing what we are supposed to be doing as Team Beachbody coaches, that we're ending that trend of obesity. Like that, like me saying that goal, it connects inside of me. And I want you to do that too. Like make sure that that goal that you have for August, it's connected to your heart. Like you think you're like those 10 women that are going to say yes to me, or men and women, whatever, like that matters because that's why I'm going to get up every day and send invites. That's why I'm going to get up every day. When someone says no, I'm going to respond back and say, is that really why you're saying no? Are you motivated to make a change? Do you really want to make these changes? Because I can help you. And it doesn't have to all be about money. Can I send you a few resources to get you started on your journey? Think about that, you guys. Like, if you're really leading with your heart and your passion is guiding you, if someone says no or ignores you, is that going to stop you or halt you or allow you to hit a wall? No, it's not. Because you have more reason behind that invitation than just getting it out into the universe. Okay, think about that. So I want you and your team cups to do a heart check. Okay, but then this is on you. Okay, this is a personal challenge. Is every post you make and every message, before you press post, okay, before you press upload, post, or send, I want you to take a step back and read it and say, where is my heart in this? Okay, and I want you to make sure, I want you to do a heart check on your posts and your messages. So stop for a second. Don't just check your spelling, like whatever, who cares about that, or all of your emojis. Check your heart. Where's your heart in that post? And he'll add some hearts to the post so people really know that your heart is in that post. Why not? That's what emojis are for, right? And then lastly, I want you guys to connect to some kind of system of tracking for the month to try it. If you have something that's good but maybe needs tweaking, then commit to upgrading that. Commit to doing it consistently. Commit to Team Z, the trial, whatever. But commit to something, because you are not going to be able to make a difference in December from all of these seeds you're planting right now if you don't have a way to keep track of it. And that is experience talking over here, because I've had some people that are like, hey, what about me? And I'm like, oh my gosh, I suck, right? I mean, like, it's happened so many times. People will fall through the cracks naturally because we can't do it all and we can't remember everything. But an electronic system of tracking will help us maybe not let as many people fall through the cracks. So you guys, in the month of August with Team Cup, I want you to crush your goals. I want you to do it confidently. I want you to be so brave and fierce because you know that big things are in store for you, and you know that anyone who says yes to you is absolutely 100% going to have their life changed. But I want you to do a heart check every single day and remind yourself, where is my heart in this? Where is my passion pumping and pulsing through this post, through this message? And then make sure the people who are in your life that you're connecting with who said yes to you know they have a place in your heart because you are following up consistently and appropriately because you're tracking this activity that you're doing all month long. I think it matters a lot. You guys, I know that you're going to kick some serious ass during this Team Cup because I can feel it. Like, I can feel it within you, within my own Team Cup team and within you. You guys are pumped. You're excited. You have some leaders on this team that are ready to help you rise and climb that mountain. Okay. But we gotta just be brave and go for it every single day. And it will happen if you follow your heart. And here's a little caveat to this. If right now you're listening to this and you're like, this sounds good, but I don't really know the answers to those questions, Erin. I don't know why that workout matters, or I don't know how to connect my heart to the message or to a post. Your answer is found within your personal development, okay? That's where your answer will be found. That's where you will find your heart, okay? You will find your heart from motivational YouTube videos. You'll find your heart from personal development. And it may not be. So like right now, if you're reading something that's not connecting to your heart, it's time to put it down, and that's okay, and pick up something else that connects to your heart. Okay. And I want to tell you that because I swear, like, I learn more about me and what's in my heart because I'm constantly growing and developing it. Okay. On purpose and intentionally. So I want you to think about that too. So if your heart's kind of like not empty, but like you're kind of confused, then your answer lies in PD. Okay. Again, if you're reading something, it's not working, put it down. If you're only listening to podcasts like Shalene or whatever, all the network marketing podcasts, those are awesome, but that's not going to help you find your heart. Okay. You got to listen to something else that's going to help you find your heart. And maybe that's a great discussion on your Team Cup page. What are you guys reading? What are you listening to? What's connecting to you guys right now? I think that would be something really amazing too. And maybe it's within your faith. I don't know. Like, there's so many options, ways for you to find your heart, your pulse behind everything that you're doing. Okay. You guys, I'm going to stop the recording, and I'm going to check out the comments and address those after I stop the recording. Thank you so much if you're watching the playback. I hope this connected. Make sure you guys let us know that you listen to the playback when we post it on the team page, okay? All right, you guys, have an awesome night, and thanks for making this happen.